Sairam, topic for today's discussion, deliberation, Chintan Manthan is surrenderance. In native language, samarpana bhava, samarpan. Surrenderance, transliteration in Hindi, Sanskrit is samarpan. So what is surrenderance? How is it done? People who claim that they have surrendered, have they really surrendered? What is the definition of surrenderance? At what stage and which places do we have to exercise this virtue or this free will? How do we do it? Where to do it? To whom we do it, right? So multiple questions. What happens is we go by the superficial meaning or superficial understanding of any word. So our job is not that. Our job is to dive deep into every aspect of any expression of emotion or an exercise of our free will, particularly in spiritual arena. So when it comes to surrenderance, we all have got this mindset that we should surrender ourselves to our Guru or to our God. But factually, what happens is we are surrendered to Maya. We have surrendered ourselves to the illusion. We have surrendered ourselves to the Arishad Vargas, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, the lust, the anger, the greed, the attachment, the ego, and the jealousy, the Shadvargas. So this is where we have surrendered ourselves. So surrenderance is not about just the divine, just surrendering to God or to the Guru. In the guise of surrendering, we are only surrendering our worries and problems. So what happens is, when we are in trouble, more so, when we have adverse realities which we are going through or we are experiencing, what is the advice we get is go and surrender to your Guru or your God. So we are very selective. We just go to our Guru or our God. Let me use the word Guru. Guru is tangible, God is unknown, mysterious. Existence itself is in question. However, Guru is for sure. So let us take the word, we go and surrender ourselves to our Guru. Are we surrendering ourselves? No. We surrender our worries, our problems, our, unpleasant realities of our lives. We may say that everything we surrender. No, we don't. Let us not be hypocrites. We only think of surrendering our worries. How convenient, how selfish, how smart we are. Surrendering our worries and miseries and our challenging situations to our Guru is not the real surrenderance. Nothing like that. Surrenderance has got a very deep meaning, very deep spiritual meaning. What is surrenderance? Is it Sharanagati? Like, Sharan mein jana. Surrenderance doesn't mean that you're dropping your fight and you're surrendering in spiritual aspect, in spiritual eyes, in the spiritual light. Surrenderance is not a weakness. Surrenderance is a great virtue. Surrenderance is a first step towards becoming one with. When we are planning to surrender or when we go to surrender ourselves to our Guru, we are still in a sense of duality. We are in a sense of duality and we say that I, my Lord, surrender to you. That is not the end of it. That is the beginning of becoming an Advaiti. The step towards becoming one with the divine, that is surrenderance. Surrendering our worries, miseries, and so on and so forth is not surrenderance. That is being very selfish. If you ask anybody to surrender themselves, all that they have earned, all that wealth they have gathered, their own interest, their own happiness, their own worries, everything, they won't. We won't. We are very selective in what we want to surrender. There's a difference. Difference is you are surrendering something which is of yours. That is our understanding of surrenderance. Surrendering thyself to become one with your Guru is the actual surrenderance. Surrenderance of what you have, giving it to your Guru or surrendering at the feet of your Guru is not surrenderance. It is wrong. Surrenderance is all about surrendering thyself. What you have is nothing. Whatever you have is not yours. Whatever worries you have, whatever difficulties that you go through, it is going to be there. Whatever joyous moments, whatever happiness, whatever wealth, whatever possessions that you have acquired is non-consequential. These worldly things does not matter at all. Then when these things don't affect you, the bad things in an adverse way and the good thoughts or good realities in a positive way, when both of them don't affect you, then you become a sthita prajna. First, in order to become to exercise the option of surrenderance, you have to be a sthita prajna. Once you are a sthita prajna, with that state of mind, when you are still in a dual state and you aspire to become one with the divine or your Guru, then when you walk up to him and say that, Lord, here I surrender, that is surrenderance. What you have, whether it is bad or good, surrendering it to your Guru is not surrenderance. No, it is not. Surrendering oneself to achieve one with the divine is surrenderance. I have something, I'm surrendering it to your Guru. No, it is not surrenderance. More often, as I just mentioned, we surrender our worries and miseries to our Guru in order to make sure that he cleanses all our worries, releases us of our worries and miseries or negative or a bad reality. We surrender them to Guru. We are very selective. Surrenderance is not selective. Surrenderance is complete. And you can only surrender when once you are a sthita prajna. When you are a sthita prajna, your realities, adverse or pleasant, does not matter. Because you know that adverse reality will not last forever. Pleasant realities won't last forever. Everything is transitional. Everything is transcending in your life. You are in a state of Sakshi. When you are in a state of Sakshi and you are not bothered by these pleasant and unpleasant realities of your life, then with that state, when you go to your Guru and say that, here, Lord, I want to dissolve and become one with you, that is surrenderance. This selective surrenderance of shifting the burden of our worries and miseries to our guru is not surrenderance. It is just passing our worries to him to sort it out. So that is surrenderance. In order to surrender yourself, first you should become a sthita prajna. In order to become a sthita prajna, you have to make sure that your adverse realities don't affect you. Your pleasant realities don't affect you. You are a sthita prajna. Surrenderance has to come only at a higher level of spiritual being. When we attain that state of sthita prajnasya, only then we can say that we are surrendered. Not till then. Let us not fool ourselves. No way. We go to God, we go to Guru only to ask, only to seek. We put our dakshinas in a hundi or give donations to that particular god or temple or ashram or math, and there the conditions apply, which is called as mannat. I get this wish of mine gets fulfilled, I will donate so and so. I will donate so much of money, or I'll donate something or whatever. That is purely transactional. You give me and I give you back this. This is pure transaction. And trust me, your guru smiles. What is it which is yours, which you're giving me? When you are mine. That's what is the thought of a guru. But we, the ignorant lot, we get into a transaction and we say that I have surrendered everything to our guru. My guru, I have given up everything. I've surrendered everything to my guru. What we have surrendered is our worries and miseries. Very selective. That is not surrenderance. That is you're throwing your hands in the air. Now coming to two things, the teachings and the meaning which comes out of Bhagavad Gita and Sai Satcharitra. First, we will take up what is Bhagavad Gita, what it is, sense of surrenderance, which has been mentioned by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. What does he say? You surrender everything to me. Kaya, vacha, manasa. Kaya, physically. Vacha, verbally, and thoughts and everything, emotions, expressions. Manasa, the mind. Everything you're surrendered to me. Only then you can progress spiritually. You can attain oneness with me. You can attain mukti, moksha, whatever name you can give. What happens when you have surrendered yourself in the way Lord Krishna has prescribed us to surrender in Bhagavad Gita? What is the outcome of that? Is Nishkama Karma. When we have surrendered ourselves, we have two attributes which develops, which is innate in us. One, which is a sthita prajna. Good realities, Lord, is yours. Unpleasant reality is Lord yours. I am a sthita prajna, and whatever I perform, whatever karma that I do, the karma is yours, karma phala is yours. I am just a nimitta. Only then you can attain the state of Satchidananda. That is the state when you become one with the divine, God, divine, Guru, whatever you call it. In order to become completely surrendered, you have to be a Nishkama Karma, practitioner of Nishkama Karma. When you perform Nishkama Karma, neither are you bothered about the fruits of the deeds, whether it is pleasant or unpleasant. And you have to be a sthita prajna. In order to perform the Nishkama Karma, Karma which is nishkama, desireless, not aspiring anything, leaving it to your Guru and God, then we are surrendered. Selective surrenderance of giving our worries and miseries to our God or Guru is not surrenderance. Now let us ask ourselves how many of us are truly surrendered. We are not. Let's face the fact. It's a very simple word, surrenderance. We are not. We are very selective in our surrenderance. Right? This is as per Bhagavad Gita. When it comes to Sri Sai Satcharitra, our Guru, what has he said? Baba has said two things. In his one of the, I mean, two, three of the his 11 promises and sayings, what does he say? You lay all your burdens to me, I shall bear them. You leave your worries and miseries to me, I will take care of it. I will carry your burden, all your worries. He very well knows his disciples and his devotees. He very well knows. That is why he says, I am not asking you for your surrenderance. I know you can't. In the beginning, at least, when you walk on the path of becoming one with me. So first he says, leave all your worries and miseries to me. I'll carry that. Then he says, if you need my help, you ask and I shall advise you at once. He says there will be no dearth of food in my disciples or devotees' house. So these are all the assurances what Baba has given. Eventually what? Because he knows his children are not evolved enough to understand the meaning of surrenderance. He says, leave your worries, because he knows we are very selective. Our joy, our wealth, our progeny, our property, our good moments, we will not surrender them. We are not going to do that. We are only going to surrender our miseries and worries and difficulties to him. So he says, please give that. Leave it to me. I'll manage. True to his word. He is always. He has never let down a single disciple or a devotee of his. Because one of the statements of Baba, he very clearly says, he throws a challenge, in fact. He says, shown to be he, one person, who has come to my refuge and has been turned away. Not one person. बाबा के दरबार में कोई भी गया, खाली हाथ नहीं लौटा. कोई भी खाली हाथ नहीं लौटा. Nobody has come out empty-handed. And he has not rejected anybody unless they walk out. The choice that they make. Baba has never ever. So he says that you surrender everything to me, I'll look into it, I'll carry it, I'll relieve you of your worries and miseries, and only give me two things, just two things I expect from you. What? Shraddha, have devotion. Saburi, patience, have patience. These two things you have, I know what I am doing, I will relieve you. Carry these two things in your heart. Give me some time. Have patience. Have faith. I'll resolve. These two things you give. This is all our Guru says. True to his word. Not one Sai devotee can say that he has let him down. Not one. I mean, people with shallow level of understanding and thoughts and emotions about him may say that I'm not going to, say no to that. But however, a true devotee or a disciple of Sri Sainath Maharaj of Shirdi will never say that Baba has let me down. No. Because he hasn't. Because he will not. Because he has thrown a challenge on our face that shown to be one person who has come to my refuge and I have turned him away. No. Anyway. So what does it mean? Is it the difference between the divine God and Guru? What Lord Krishna? Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is very, very definitive, very strict, very clear, and very divine. He is going by the law that he created as the supreme consciousness. Law of karma. This is what it is. You have to detach yourself from your deeds. Do not expect anything from your deeds. Your karma, you have to perform. Karmanyavadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Don't expect the fruits of your deeds. This is the law of karma. When you practice the nishkama karma, laced with sthita prajna, dispassionate, then you will attain oneness and bliss. That is Satchidananda Sthiti. Very clear by the book, by the step, by the divine constitution is how Lord Krishna has explained in Bhagavad Gita. No scope for hypocrisy, straight line. When it comes to your guru, I quote my guru. We all are Saipanthis, are Baba's disciples and devotees and children. But when comes to your guru, Tvameva Mata Pita Tvameva, he's a mother. So he says he'll leave it to me. It's okay. I'll bear it. That is the difference between a guru and God. God is straight. When you see the avatars of God, when I say God, I talk about Parabrahma, the Brahman, not the Trimukha Brahma or Shiva, Sarpadhari Shiva or Sheshashayana Vishnu. No, we are talking about the manifestation of the Parabrahma. Parabrahma, when I say, it's not that he's very cruel or shallow on his emotions and feelings or compassion, lack of compassion. No, it is Lord Krishna has described and explained the divine system which it is, how it is. This is 2 plus 2 is always 4. This is how it is. It is what it is. But the same thing when you go to a god, like you go to, let's say, Vishnu Bhakts go to Vishnu, Shiva Bhakts will go to Shiva, Shakteyas go to Ma, so mother, and their realities get nullified and God absorbs. Likewise, our Guru Sri Sainatha has also said that you leave it to me, I'll take care of it. But wherever you go, for whatever reasons, however compassionate your Guru is, but finally he has one selfish interest, which is eventually you will walk on the spiritual path. That is the only thing. Eventually you will evolve and dissolve in him. That is the only reason why he does anything that he does. If we have to go by the law of karma, you don't have to do anything. You just have to be righteous. You don't even have to go to God or a guru. Not required. I'm telling you, this is the truth. Strictly going by the law of karma. But when you go to a guru, he knows the compassion, the protection. He'll guide you. He'll relieve you of your worries. He'll take care of you. He will relieve you of your worries so that you can really surrender. You are going there to surrender your worries and miseries and your difficulties, which he says that I am going to absorb it all. I'll suffer for you. If you have ill health, I'll take it on myself and I'll suffer for you. But eventually, in order to ensure that you surrender and become one with me, that is the only thing that Guru expects or God expects from us. He nullifies the ill effects of our karma phalas. So sense of surrenderance comes from 2 aspects. Absolute surrenderance. Surrendering oneself comes from nishkama karma. Whatever you're doing, don't worry. Whatever you're going through, don't worry. Just keep going. Even when you're going through hell, keep going. Because if you're stranded in hell, you'll only suffer. Keep going. Whatever is the adverse realities, keep going. Whatever is the pleasant realities, keep going. Just keep going. Don't get stuck. You get stuck in pleasant realities, you tend to do things which are contrary to your spiritual self. Keep going, because only 4-letter statement that I can think of, this too shall pass. Good moments shall pass. Bad moments shall pass. Both will pass. Nothing is consistent. Everything is transcending. Then you are a sthita prajna. When you are a sthita prajna and you go to your guru, that is when the surrenderance happens. You become one with your guru. In order to practice that or attain a state of sthita prajna, whatever you do it without any expectation of the fruits of it. Karmanyavadhikarasya ma phaleshu kadachana. Do not, do not expect any fruits of your deeds. Attain a state of sthita prajna by telling yourself that this too shall pass, good or bad, wealth or misery. Whatever I have, everything is transcending, everything is transient, everything will pass. This too shall pass. Here, Lord, I, the Aham, a sthita prajna, I am with you. I only have one aspect of one desire, which again is getting fulfilled by your grace. That is oneness with you. Rest everything is an illusion. The day you practice this Nishkama Karma, attain a state of Sthita Prajna, you have defeated Maya. In that state, when you go to your Guru, that is surrenderance. That is the true meaning of surrenderance. It's not about just surrendering our worries and miseries. We even think of our Guru or God only when we are in trouble. No, that's not the way it's going to work. I'm not for a moment saying that we are not going through difficulties and we should not surrender our worries and miseries to our Guru. Of course, we have to. Who else will you go to? You have to, you must. But let us not say that that is surrenderance. That is a step towards surrenderance. And actually being in a state of sthita prajna and surrendering to your Guru is only the first or the last step towards becoming one with your Guru, that is Advaita. When you are a sthita prajna and your karma is nishkama karma, you are with the Guru, you are a Dvaiti. Dvaiti, and you are a supreme, you have attained a supreme level. You have attained a state of sthita prajna is supreme level. You see everything as an illusion. You smile. You are a Satchidananda. But you remain that way is Dvaiti. But for we Advaitis, that is a state after which you become one with your Guru. The difference between Dvaita and Advaita and surrenderance in the eyes of Dvaiti and Advaiti. Dualism and non-dualism. So this is the true meaning of surrenderance. Let us not for a moment say that we are surrendered. We are surrendering our worries and miseries to our Guru or God. We are being very selective. That is not surrenderance. When we are, just to sum up everything, when you are a sthita prajna and your karmas are that of nishkama karma, then when you go to your Guru or God, that is when you are aspiring to be in the company of your Guru or God only, or to become one with your Guru or God. That is surrenderance in its purest form and in its complete form. The rest all is utter Hippocratic statements and nonsense that we think and say that we have surrendered. No, we have. Right? I must have sounded a little harsh, but all those who claim to have surrendered, please look at yourselves. Let us all look at ourselves. Have we really surrendered? When we have understood the true meaning of surrenderance. Right. Thank you very much. Thanks for the patient hearing. These are few words on surrenderance. Sai Ram.